I'm gonna be calm. I'm gonna take my time. Every hit's gonna be precise. It's gonna be a good matchup for me.
I'm gonna show you complete chaos, rage, power, and I'm gonna knock the bell out as soon as I get the chance.
I'm a champion for a reason, and I worked, trained, bled, cried for this opportunity, and I'm going to continue proving myself as a champion of this sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, the power is on!
Here we go again. Power Slap, a tradition unlike any other, comes to you live and free from Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Power Slap 7, where the most explosive slap fighters on the planet are ready to put on a show. 8 fights, 2 champions, and 5 #1 contenders on the card that culminates in a heavyweight title tilt. Power Slap 7 is presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast. Welcome inside the world-famous UFC Apex. This is where Power Slap was born, and it continues to grow at an incredible pace alongside the Hall of Famer Michael Bisping. I'm Dan Hellie. We have some new faces that we're anxious to see and some OGs on the card as well.
Yeah, that's right. We've got some old faithfuls, we've got some new faces, and we've got the return of people like Dane Burners, the Hawaiian Hitman, who, if we recall, about a year ago had a viral knockout over Slap for Cash that just sent the world crazy. Now listen, the real story is Power Slap 7. This thing is taking off. It is such a fun show, and the reality is, this is UFC 300 week, but the hottest ticket in all of Las Vegas is right here in the Apex. Dan, it's going to be a good show.
It is sold out. It's going to be packed to the gills, and we are ready to go. Let's take a look at what is coming up on the main card. This is brought to you by Arsenal Strength, the official gym equipment partner of Power Slap. Aziel Rodriguez welcomes former light heavyweight champ AJ Hints to the middleweight division. The Hawaiian Hitman, you talked about him, Dave Viernes, back for the first time in a year, facing Evian Scott in a super heavyweight match. The co-main, it's Wolverine and Austin Turpin in a rematch. And of course, the main event, heavyweight champion Damian DeBell looking to remain undefeated against Ryan Phillips. Now, DeBell was the youngest guy when he entered the promotion. Now he's just 22 years old. He's still the youngest guy. He's undefeated, and his power is almost unmatched. Is that the most impressive trait when you study him?
Yeah, I mean, that is the thing that stands out. Now, the thing about DeBell is that he's a lovely young guy. I mean, the man is very, very humble. You never see any smack talk out of him. That is why this, yesterday at the weigh-ins, was a little out of character. Ryan Phillips, the king with the crown, getting in his face, gives him a little shove. This matchup is going to be fantastic. Now, as you say, is it the power that stands out? My word, is it ever? This man is absolutely ridiculously powerful, but so is the king, and the chin of the king is remarkable as well. That's why this is the main event. It's a great title fight.
The 4th Power Slap match for DeBell, and his 3rd title fight. Ryan Phillips coming in hot, having won 2 in a row. Let's take a look at the heavyweight striker rankings presented by Kudo Protein Popcorn. Head to kudosnacks.com now and enter the promo code SLAP for 25% off your order. It is the champ, Damian DeBell, taking on the #1 contender, Ryan Phillips. Now, before we get to the co-main event, there has been an interesting development, and for the latest, we bring in the 3rd member of our crew, Charlie Arnold.
Hi, Dan. Yeah, well, up until yesterday, there was the potential for Austin Turpin to be competing for the light heavyweight title. That is no longer the case because he missed weight. And I'm not just talking about he missed by a couple of pounds. He was over by 15 pounds. And in fact, I was told that he weighed heavier yesterday morning than when he arrived in Vegas a couple of days ago and was weighed at the PI. So kind of evidence that tells me maybe Turpin wasn't taking this fight nearly as seriously as he should have been. When I talked to him after he missed weight, he said he's as giddy as ever and he's just happy to be here. And also, because he missed weight, he will no longer be able to slap first. He had won the coin toss originally. He forfeited his right to slap first. He will now be going second, to which he said he's happy about it because he has won more contests going second. All of this tells me, guys, and this is just me speculating, that maybe Turpin is just deflecting about how worried he actually is to be facing a guy like Wolverine. Now, as far as Wolverine is concerned, he's obviously frustrated. He spent the past couple of days shedding some weight, only to now have to put on some extra pounds because this fight now taking place at heavyweight. He said no matter what, though, he's here to compete. Even though his belt isn't on the line, no chance he is going to let anybody see Turpin beat him because that would be a stain on his record. He said he beat Turpin once, he's going to beat him twice, and there will not be a third time. Guys, back to you.
All right, Charlie. So Wolverine, obviously one of the sports OGs, the first two-division champ in power slap. And credit to him, he insisted this fight go on despite the weight miss. Turp Daddy Slim, not so slim this week. Missing weight by 15 pounds is ridiculous. How does that affect him in this fight?
Well, look, listen, first of all, it's unforgivable. He's clearly not taking this serious, as Charlie said. I'm a big fan of Austin Turpin, but that is unforgivable. Now, that's the negative. Let's focus on the positive. The man is a showman. Anytime he walks out here to the Apex, wherever the fights are taking place, he lights the place up. He puts on a show. He can take a great shot, and he's got knockout power. And if he gets the job done tonight, we're going to see one of the wildest celebrations in all the sports. And there it is right there. That's why I love this guy. But against the Wolverine, man, I'm telling you, it is an incredibly tough matchup. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that dance is called the Humpty Hump. The last fight went all 5 rounds. Do you see this one going the distance again?
Well, look, listen, we just don't know until it takes place. Austin Turpin does have a great chin. It is a rematch, and he was starting to do well as the fight developed. Now, I spoke to the Wolverine earlier. I asked him that question exactly, and he said, listen, my predictions have been pretty accurate. If I say it's going to be a knockout, it's a knockout. If I've said it's going to be a decision, it's been a decision. I said, well, what about tonight? What's going to happen? He said, I am telling you right now, emphatically, 100%, I am going to knock out Austin Turpin.
Well, we will see. 4 fights on the prelim, starting with the light heavyweight matchup. Third-ranked Russell Rivero taking on Cody Belisle. Isaiah Quinones takes on New York native Ryan Wallace. Then it's the IT specialist and the chef, Alan Klingbeil, looking for his third power slap win against undefeated Colton Cole. And former welterweight champ Creo Chris is back, trying to earn another title shot if he can get by Anthony Babyface Blackfern. Time to take now a look at the rules of Power Slap, brought to you by Rumble, bold and free. Download the Rumble app or visit rumble.com. For the striker, they must use a flat, open hand to the cheek or a clubbing foul will be assessed. Feet have to be grounded. No pivoting or stepping. You must declare a hand and a number prior to the strike. For the defender, no chin tucking or flinching. Flinching is massive. It's a point deduction, and the striker goes again. The defender does receive 60 seconds to recover after each strike. 2 fouls get you DQ'd in a 3-round match. 3 fouls in a 5-round match, and you are out. The defender does get 2 minutes to recover after they've been fouled. Power Slap is using instant replay, and if there isn't a finish, we go to the judges' scorecards. Here's a look at the stats. Through 153 Power Slap matches, the winners of the coin toss have gone on to win 49% of the time. The coin toss can have a big impact on the odds, especially for the big guys, but it's up to you, if you're betting on these, where you see the value. All right, our first fight. Russell Rivero won the coin toss and will go first. The powerful Hawaiian has been here since the beginning, fought for a title last year, hoping to get back into the championship picture once again. His opponent, Cody Belisle, has the same goal. The Wisconsin native, 1-1 in Power Slap, opening up his career by delivering a nasty first-round knockout last August, and refining his skills. He's expecting more of the same tonight. And with that, it is time. Rivero and Belisle, a pair of top 10 light heavyweights, kicking things off. in the prelims here on Power Slap 7. A look at the odds presented by STN Sports. Download the new app today as the table has risen. Speaking of rising, rapidly rising up the 205-pound ladder, Cody Belisle won't stop until he gets a world title shot. And if he wants to keep his momentum going, he's going to have a big test with Russell Rivero.
Fresh off his second-round knockout of Bear Bennett to put him back in the light heavyweight title picture, Russell Rivero is going to keep pushing until he gets to the top of the division. And the next obstacle in the powerful Hawaiian's path is Wisconsin's Cody Belisle. Unbeaten on the Power Slap stage, Belisle made his presence felt last summer with a knockout of Vanish Sabrubinyan, and he knows a similar effort against Rivero will set up some big opportunities in the second half of the year.
Coming up next, Russell Kainoa Rivero faces Cody Bodacious Belisle. These fighter walkouts brought to you by 10X Health, Precision Nutrition Wellness. Go to 10xnutrition.com. Cody Bodacious Belisle from Neenah, Wisconsin. Asked him about his job just a few minutes ago. He said, I don't have a job anymore. They gave me an ultimatum at his job managing a crane company at a copper mine. They said, Power Slap or work? He goes, I'm going with Power Slap. I said, what are you doing for money? He goes, well, I've made quite a bit gambling with Dana. $40,000 over the last couple of months. His last time with Dana White, he turned $800 into $22,000.
Wow. I mean, it must be nice. And listen, I respect that. You've got to chase your dreams. I'm sure you can get a job doing what he was doing anytime. These opportunities don't come around every day. So this guy, he's been a wrestler for 12 years. He's done boxing. He's done jiu-jitsu. He's done kickboxing. The man loves a bit of combat. Also, he was an ultra-marathon runner, right? Do you know how disciplined you've got to be to do that? So the man is extremely disciplined. He's a hell of an athlete and looking to follow up on that stunning knockout that we saw last year.
Russell Kainoa Rivero won the toss and will strike first. This guy's a veteran going into his 6th Power Slap match. A lot of power. At one point, he was benching 460 pounds. Fought A.J. Hintz for the light heavyweight title last May and lost that one by disqualification, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the amount of weight he's able to lift. When I saw him yesterday, I remarked to him, I'm like, Russell, you're looking very lean. And he said he's really just been lifting a bunch of weights, but doing a lot of training leading up to this fight, which just has him looking so good as he does. And honestly, it's not just his body that's doing well in his life. He's really riding some serious momentum. He got married before his last fight. He and his wife finally got to take their honeymoon a few months ago. They went to the Greek islands. Says it's even more beautiful than the photos. And you ask, why did they wait so long to go on the trip? Well, 2 days after his KO over Bear Bennett, his wife gave birth to their second daughter, Makai, which means piece of the ocean, so that's pretty cool. And Russell, we all know he's a hard worker. He's been working 56 hours a week as an electrician. Says he's been getting tons of new business, but obviously right now the priority, getting the win here tonight.
Yeah, look, listen, congratulations on the new child and the new addition, but this man is a monster. It's as simple as that. As you said, extremely strong, extremely powerful. The problem with him has been following the rules. He's been stepping, he's been clubbing, he's been doing a lot of damage with his strikes, but he has been committing fouls a lot of the time. He's got to pay attention tonight. The rules are there for a reason.
Taking a look now at the tail of the tape for Cody Belisle and Russell Rivero. Belisle, the much taller man with a 7-inch reach advantage, and that 11-inch measurement on his hand from pinky to thumb. It's the biggest hand on the card tonight for the plus 240 dog, Cody Belisle. To get things started, we send it to our Power Slap announcer, Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, the power is on! Welcome to the Power Slap Arena, live from the Fight Mecca, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Power Slap 7, DeBell versus Phillips. This match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap light heavyweight division and presented by Amino Heal, the official brain protection supplement of Power Slap. Introducing first, in the blue corner, He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 204 1/2 pounds. Out of Neenah, Wisconsin, he is the number 8 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world. The bodacious Cody Belisle. And in the red corner, he stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 206 pounds. Out of Fort Worth, Texas, by way of Eva Beach, Hawaii, he is the number 3 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world, Russell Kainoa Rivero. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Chris Tione. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Russell Rivero.
Little fun fact for you, 16.3% of our matches in Power Slap have ended by knockout on the first slap. We will see if Rivero can up that number. The first slap of the night brought to you by Brickhouse Nutrition. Build better nutrition, one brick at a time at brickhousenutrition.com. All right, here we go, Bisping.
Would you like another fun fact?
Give it to me.
Cody Belisle is the only southpaw, the only left-hander competing tonight.
Well, we'll see if he gets a chance to swing it. Rivero, if you include that disqualification against A.J. Hintz in the light heavyweight title fight, really has 3 straight knockout victories.
Measure. Right on 3. That's your measure.
Look at the size of him, the thickness of that arm, and the size of the hand.
1, 2.
That was solid.
Got a flinch.
Well,
foul.
Looked like a bit of a flinch. There it is, called it.
So we talked about that, so this in the rules. It's 2 for flinching. Rivero's going to get a go again. Oh, he tried to roll with it early.
Oh, he went way early. So now you got to stand there and you got to eat another slap for being a little bitch and flinching.
Well, it looks worse in super slow-mo, I think, than it really is. But, yeah, that was an egregious flinch for Belisle.
The super slow-mo gets you.
You're just calling everybody a bitch tonight.
No, I'm not.
All right.
We've got
just don't flinch. You know, you're here to get slapped.
Well, when it's 2 for flinching, I mean, that should be enough, right?
Take it like a man.
15
to be honest, the natural defenses, they kick in, you know?
Right.
10 seconds.
Belisle wisely taking his time.
Now, what we always see, though, is an accumulation effect, right? You take the first shot well. I mean, sometimes you get knocked out straight away, but you take the first one well, the second one not so well, third one you go down. Rivero's a big, strong dude. Maybe this one puts him down.
1, 2.
Oh,
there it is.
Looking for the KO. He rocked him.
Oh, he's rocked, he's wobbly.
The catcher's holding him up, so he doesn't go to the ground, but he would have if they hadn't caught him.
He's a little wobbly, That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
Russell Rivero with the first knockout of the night.
We didn't catch it on camera just now, but I saw him arguing with the doctor, and he was like falling into the doctor. The referee made the right call. Well done, Russell Rivero.
Tonight's Monster Knockouts brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast, and that's exactly what Rivero did.
So let's take another look. I mean, that was a solid shot right on the chin. Good placement. The saliva goes flying, the earbuds go flying, and he didn't go down, but he was wobbled, almost fell over. The catchers had to go to work. Look at that, they caught him. He would have gone down if they weren't there.
So they review all of these. I'm going to be really interested to see if they look at that right foot of Russell Rivero. I'm just saying.
Don't say it.
I don't think they should.
Don't say
but
it.
It's right on the verge.
Are you putting it out there that he might have fouled again?
I'm just saying you're allowed to have a minor heel lift. That was a heel lift.
You're tempting fate.
You might be right.
Don't put that out there in the universe.
I wouldn't. Look at all the phones out here at the Apex. Look at that girl right in the middle.
Let's have a look. Ooh. So earlier, It didn't turn. The heel came off the ground a little bit.
Which you're allowed.
Earlier we had a disqualification. We were talking to Jason Herzog, and he said the issue in the earlier match, that was a DQ, was that the heel came up and there was a rotation as well. There was no rotation there, so it's going to be interesting how they call it. If we go by what Jason said earlier, it should be a knockout, not a disqualification.
And it looks like it is a knockout, which I believe is the right call, Michael.
So stop trying to get the man disqualified.
I'm just, I'm a rule follower. What do you want from me?
To a fault.
Our power slap announcer, Justin Bernard, going to make this official now.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chris Tione calls a stop to the match in round number 1, declaring the winner by TKO, Russell Kainoa Rivero.
So Rivero now with back-to-back knockout victories. Back in July, knocked out Bear Bennett in the second round, a first-round knockout here against Cody Bodacious Belisle. Belisle falls to 1-2, and Rivero now evens his record at 3-3. And you mentioned it, if he can just clean up the fouls, this is one of the most potent guys in the light heavyweight division. He's already fought for a title.
Yeah, as soon as we saw him the first time we sat down, I knew he had a bright future in this sport because you can clearly see the power. He's a power lifter, he's a hard worker, he delivers great shots, but as I said earlier, he has fallen victim to fouling many times. He's got to get that together. Tonight, as you mentioned, it was close. He got away with it, or maybe he didn't get away with it, but he didn't get disqualified. That's a fact.
No, he gets the W here tonight with the first-round KO, and he's with Charlie now.
Hey, guys. Yeah, I'm here with the winner, Russell Rivero, starting the card off strong. That's your second knockout in a row. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel like that's my belt, Ron. Sorry, but I love you. But comment, boy, head hunting.
Okay, so yesterday when I spoke to you, we talked about the height differential between you and your opponent. It was 6 inches. You said you had a strategy that you were going to use to make sure that you were able to attack him properly. Did you use that strategy?
Yeah, I did. So to me, he looked like on fucking double scoop vanilla ice cream. He was soft serve, and I ate that fucker all day. So yeah, there you go.
Okay, so now what's next for you? You got 2 knockouts in a row. Your record at 3-3. Who do you want next?
I like Ron. I think it's about that time. Everybody I hit go sleep or they go stumbling. So Ron, and then later on, like fight Jake Paul too, you monkey. Coming for you, boy. Trying to fight old mans. Come on, brother. Killing me.
All right, well, now on the roll that you're on, we're looking for 3 knockouts in a row. Can you do that for us?
No doubt. What am I? I know if I keep my feet planted now. So I get them.
All right, well, congratulations, guys. Back to you.
The Hawaiian is a man of few words, but I like that. Looked like a couple of scoops of vanilla ice cream, and I ate them up. Russell Rivero with the biggest win of his career thus far. The first match of Power Slap 7 is in the books. To watch Power Slap 7 live and free, download or open the Rumble app now. Or you can just go to rumble.com. Rumble is the home of Power Slap and the only place that you can watch the rest of the card. It is so easy. If you're on your phone, go to the App Store, download Rumble. It's just like YouTube. And if you're watching us anywhere else besides that, go to Rumble or rumble.com right now. For those watching us anywhere else besides Rumble, we'll see you on Rumble the rest of the way in just a moment.
Field of Greens, the official superfood